Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preach Podcast. Uncut, baby. Man, listen, man, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for the past couple of days, right? And it's all about, I want to talk about AI, man. I want to talk about this stuff that we moving forward into AI. I want to dedicate this whole podcast of my thoughts about it. And the reason why is because, man, are we going too far? I mean, are we at the pivotal point in human history that we are allowing artificial intelligence, computers, to kind of take over what we do day to day? I mean, I think about the jobs that I used to see that I don't see anymore. I think about how smartphones, these companies is talking about this, everything is about AI. I think about, next year, a lot of companies is focused on AI. Everything is going to be AI. You think about this. Right now, you can take a video on this new feature on the Pixel 8 Pro, and it uploads it, a video, and it uploads it to the cloud. It's called Video Boost. And AI technology is going to take that video and clarify it, make it look good, make it look pretty, enhance it, and all kinds of things like that, and put it back in your photo gallery. And you could use it, for content creation and stuff like that. But I mean, as a filmmaker, I think about me, taking footage and putting it in the computer and making my own edits. Well, there's opposite things now, tools that's AI and stuff like that right now that can take footage and do it for you. But is that good or bad? Are we going into a time where we're relying too much on a computer to make our decisions and to do things for us instead of us? Because listen, man, I mean, I know these companies is all in AI and trying to help people. And I mean, think about this, right? I can get a full script typed up and made for me just like that. You know how usually when I make my scripts about videos, it's my thought process, right? I type it in and I take time and I put energy in it and stuff like that. But I got ChatGPT out, right? That can do it all for you. Just put a few keywords in and it's going to do a whole script for you. Man, I think we've lost something in between here. And if you think about it, it's kind of scary. I went to the bank today and there's no tellers. It's one teller. And if you wanted to do any type of business banking, or if you want to do any type of, getting change or coin change or swapping hundreds for fives and tens for my business, there's a machine now that does everything. The teller is gone. I mean, they have, if I'm not mistaken, they have this McDonald's, or they making this McDonald's. I think there's already a Taco Bell that's fully automated with no employees. And I go to the local store here in my city, the local Walmart. There's no checkout lines. You have to do self-checkout. Also, you can go online and you can do your grocery list and they'll bring it out to your vehicle. But what happened to all those people? What happened to all those service people? What happened to the bank tellers? What happened to the business tellers? What happened to the people that, do photo editing for companies? I mean, now they have technology. Even on your phone, you can take a photo and eliminate backgrounds, change backgrounds, take people out of backgrounds, do all kinds of things due to AI. I mean, we are at a pivotal time in humanity that we really need to seriously think about this stuff, man. A lot of people say, well, you got to move forward. Technology is getting better, it's evolving. Man, but wow, I mean, look, are we ready for, AI to dictate everything we do in our day-to-day lives? Because that's what's happening right now, right? I mean, a lot of people might say, well, it's easy, it's easy. All I do is put in a number and it's going to spit it out and I run with it. Or if I don't feel like doing the script, I'll just go to ChatGPT and put in some keywords and it's going to give me a full script that I just make my videos. Or if I don't want to edit my videos, they got AI technology that will edit my videos for me. They got AI voices. Now, I've seen something on Twitter, one of the rappers that's kind of going after a company because they use the rapper's voice as a commercial, doing it through AI. So are we at this point that we are looking, we blind, that we not seeing what's happening in this world? Listen, man, I know a lot of people say, well, it's conspiracy theories and stop watching these movies. I mean, I did watch the Obama movie on Netflix and it was pretty scary in so many ways because you think about it, right? We rely on the internet. People pay their bills, people on social media. I've seen people at grocery stores and drive-through windows and stuff like that. They pull out their phone and open up a calculator to try to calculate things because they can't calculate it in their head to try to give you change back. If they tell you it's $5.13, if you give them a $10.13 and they're confused, right? Or you give them $10.25 and it's $10.13. They get confused, and so they pull out their phones because their phones is a handicap for them. Are we at a pivotal point that we relying on AI for our lives? Listen, man, I'm in technology, man, and I pull out my phone, man. There's so much things you could do with it, right? I could pull out my phone and I can wireless connect to a monitor, and I got desktop support. I could get some work done. I guess I'm old school. I like to type up my scripts. I like to do all my own work. I don't like anything to do it for me. So, I'm old school. So, I do understand the newer generation, they rely on this type of stuff to get them through the day. Back when I was in school, we had to go to the library. We had to study. We had to, we didn't have the internet like that back when I was in school that you had access to it. Yes, we had the library. You had to go and the library had internet and stuff like that, but we didn't have personal PCs at home with full internet access and stuff like that. We didn't have the cell phones and stuff like that. Now, we have to learn everything from scratch. I mean, it made us better people, actually. I mean, we've learned a lot as going to the library, reading the books, doing our research, not relying on the internet for everything. And I think a lot of people have this stuck on the internet. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, the most horrible punishment that you give a teenager nowadays is taking away their cell phone. Think about this, right? You could do a lot of things. You could ground the teenager for doing something bad, or your child. You could do all kinds of things, and they'd be okay with it, as long as they got their phone. They could be grounded. You could tell them that they can't go out and play. You could tell them that they can't do anything for a month. They fine with that. As long as they got their computer and their cell phone, they fine with that. But you take away the computer and you take away the cell phone, and everything, their lives have been turned upside down. I've seen people at red lights pulling out their phone. They got to search social media. They reading their texts. They on their phone. I've seen people with their phones in their face as they was driving. I mean, listen, man, AI and this new technology, are we ready for it? Is it being regulated? Are we moving too fast? I mean, think about this, right? Self-driving cars. I've seen in certain cities that they got taxi cabs that's self-driving, right? So a person get on the app and they order a taxi cab. A taxi cab come to them, don't have a driver in there. You get in the back and they bring you from destination to destination. But what happened to the real life person? That person no longer have a job? I mean, that's the point. If we're going to get rid of bank tellers, business tellers, we get rid of every employee that work at fast food places. I mean, McDonald's going to automated. I mean, I think I read an article about Taco Bell was fully automated, no employees. I mean, they got an Amazon that has no employees. You have Walmart's. They got rid of, I mean, I ain't gonna say rid of, but no more cashiers in the checkout lane. Everything is self-checkout. So you don't have anybody working those departments. So where are people could find jobs in the future, right? If everything is AI, if everything's automated, everything, you could do everything and it's all done for you. I mean, I think about this because as I'm reading a lot of things, getting ready for 2024, everything is focused on automation, self-driving, AI, robotics, right? And I'm saying to myself, well, damn, okay, if everything gonna be AI, if everything going to robotics and everything going to self-driving cars and self-driving this and self-driving that, well, what are people, what's gonna happen with the people? So this is something that I'm just thinking about, man. Like, that's why I do these podcasts. It's like it's unscripted. But I want to ask the question out there to you guys, right? Are you ready for this AI technology? Because we heard that rumor that the S24 Ultra is going full in on AI. Now, a lot of people might ask the question on cell phone, what is the AI? What is this all about? I just explained it to you, right? You take a video. It's got what's called video boost. It takes the video that you have, it uploads it to the cloud to a server, and the AI technology do what it got to do to enhance it, brighten it up, making it look pretty and stuff like that. And boom, it downloads it. That's all part of AI. And also, you think about this. Google have photo unblur, that you could take old photos from years ago and fix them, unblur them, enhance them, sharpen them up, make them look like you just took the photo through AI. So you think about, where are we going with this type of, are we ready? Is anybody regulating this stuff? I mean, obviously we can't, a lot of people say you can't trust the government, but God damn it, who else could put some standards and some restrictions and maybe a kill switch or something in place so we all won't be shocked when things like this is happening in front of our eyes and we just blind to it. Because, man, we think about this, right? You know, where you have AI that could take photos from years ago and fix them. Now, listen, they used to have companies that you send your old photos to, and they have people that, you know, use computers and all kinds of different technology to fix those photos. You know, that was people used to do that. I guess those jobs are gone. I mean, listen, man, I'm thinking about this, man. I mean, the future looks weird to me because if you're the younger generation about to graduate from high school, about to go to college, what profession would you go into that's going to be a viable profession for the future, knowing that AI is taking over a lot of different things? What are you going to do when you get out of high school, going to college? What profession would you go into that AI won't take over? I mean, it was shocking to go to the bank and they didn't have no tellers. I mean, they had, I'm sorry, it's a no teller. They had one teller. They didn't have a business teller. They had one teller in the bank and everything else was kiosks. I mean, they had kiosks for everything. So what happened to the people? A long time ago, you had a couple of bank tellers, you had your business tellers, you had all kinds of things to get work done. If you brought your deposits inside, you had a business teller to take care of your deposits and stuff like that. But man, all that stuff is gone. I remember when you used to go to, a grocery store, a store, you had people greet you at the door. Or if you walking, if you need assistance trying to find items, they had people walking up and down the store to help you, right? To help you find the items that you need, to help you understand the items you about to purchase, to give you insight about the product that you about to buy. You don't see that anymore. When you go up to a line, they used to have cashiers, man, all over the place, man. They just call them red line. They used to stand in front and greet everybody as they're passing. And they say, hey, are you ready to check out? And they give you a good conversation. They check you out. That's being eliminated. Are we ready? I mean, a lot of people might say, well, it's convenient, but listen, man, it's convenient, but people used to do those jobs. Now those jobs are gone. Are we ready for AI technology? Man, listen, man, I got a college degree in computer science. So I'm a little vested into, technology, right? I really, really invest in technology. So I know a lot of things that I'm reading, that I'm dealing with, that I'm doing behind the scenes. And it is pretty damn scary for me to see, coding. Think about it. Coding, right? It used to be that you had to know what you're doing and you had to pinpoint everything, and stuff like that. But man, with all kinds of different AI and technology now, it makes it a little simple now. It kind of do the work for you in so many ways, right? I remember when we used to make websites. We had to start from the beginning. We had to code out the whole website, right? Or you had to call a company, pay some people, and they had people behind the scenes to build a website for you. Now, doing a website is so simple, so easy. It's really nothing to do. You just upload a photo and size it up and put a text at the top and everything is done. Listen, I understand that's easy. But man, when you have AI out there doing things that people used to do, taking things like photos and taking items out the background just by circling it. AI is reading your thought. I ain't say reading your thoughts, but looking at everything that you're doing on your smartphone, and it is pre-planning stuff for you. Like, it saves all your information or your data. It lets you know that, hey, listen, you used to do X, Y, and Z, and AI go take care of it for you. Now, listen, I say that is because you think about this, right? And I go back to the Pixel 8 Pro because the Pixel is kind of one of my go-to devices. And listen, it's convenient. Yes, I understand that's convenient. Call a 1-800 number, press a button, and let Google hold for you, right? Or when somebody call you, you have the Google Assistant chat with that other person, right? Man, listen, I understand that's convenient, but boy, I tell you, that's where we going at right now, right? When you're taking, photos and all these enhanced, camera features that they're doing, right? Smartphones or computers in your pocket. AI is taking over. They have AI voices now that they can make it sound just like you. And like I said, I've read a report about a rapper that's suing a company for using AI to generate a voice to do a commercial without their authorization. That is scary. I've also seen a video of another content creator did an AI voice of another content creator, and he talked about the same thing about AI, right? And I'm talking about it is because I'm saying to myself, man, this is crazy, man. We going into 2024, and what everybody in the tech field is talking about, these huge companies, Samsung and Apple and Google and all these other companies that's deep into technology. What are they talking about? AI. They working hard on AI. Man, it's kind of remind me, and then when you see all kinds of things that's happening in the AI space, right? I mean, are we ready for that? Are we ready for AI to wake you up in the morning to tell you good morning? I mean, we already have, coffee makers that can make your coffee for you when you get up in the morning, when you set the time. You can look on your smartphone and you can see everything in your refrigerator, and it will recommend things for you through AI, right? I mean, you can get your lights cut on or off through AI if you out of town. We have ring lights now that's synchronized through whole areas and neighborhoods that everybody can see what everybody is doing. I mean, God, whew. I understand that some of this stuff is cool and everything, but are we going to another level with this stuff? Are we at a point where AI is taking over? And do we want AI to take over? Right? I mean, are we at a point where we want to handicap ourselves so AI can take over? I mean, that's something serious, man. I'm thinking about this. Every phone manufacturer, a lot of things that you're reading about going into 2024 with smartphones and technology and new computers and everything else, their main focus is we're going to have AI do X, Y, and Z so the consumer don't have to do it. Are we ready for that? Are we ready for AI to do certain things so we don't have to do it? I mean, right now, you could go to a store, make your groceries, and use your smartwatch to pay for it. I mean, yes, we are way advanced in technology right now. I mean, we got 5G. They're trying to enhance all kinds of stuff. Listen, man, I welcome certain technology. I see that technology is a convenience. Prices is going up for this tech, but I do see things at a convenience. I see that we are going to a level that we are being more lazier. Then I think about this. Go to anybody, ask them for their phone number. I did that, right? Because I'm in the store and I work, and we have a computer system where we input people phone numbers in so we can send them random, deals and savings and stuff. But a lot of them don't ask people what's their phone number, and they don't know it. You know what they have to do? They have to go on their phone and go on their contacts to see their own phone number. I'll ask them what's their friend's phone number. And by memory, they don't know. And back then, when we didn't have smartphones, we didn't have this technology, you have to learn this stuff. This stuff, you had to have this in memory. You had to save this stuff in your mind. This stuff you had to read up on. I mean, do anybody read books anymore? Now, don't get me wrong, I read ebooks. But even with that, as technology and AI have took over that sphere, now you can get what's called audiobooks. You don't even have to read anymore. You just sit back, put some headphones on, and somebody else will read the book for you. I mean, are we at that point where we have people reading books for us? We don't read ourselves. We got people, if you go to a McDonald's or Burger King or KFC or Taco Bell, you have no employees there. You have automated systems. You have, somebody else cooking your food. You don't have no humans there. I mean, you go to a grocery store, you don't have nobody working there. You got self-checkout. You got to go shop for your product, put your product in your basket. Get to the self-checkout line. You got to check yourself out and pay for it and bag your own stuff. And it's now expensive. And that's where we at right now. I mean, that's where we at right now. You think about this. You go to the grocery store. You load up your basket with your merchandise. You go to the checkout line, the self-checkout. So that means you have to scan all your own product. You have to bag all your product. You have to put your product in the basket. You have to pay for it. Then bring it to your vehicle, then offload it. I mean, that's where we at right now. I mean, that's no customer service. We don't, I mean, not only did we paying premium for groceries and goods and services, but now we have to work twice as we got to work to put the product in the bag, scan our own product. It's no cashiers, nobody working, no customer service reps. Everything is AI. When you make phone calls, you're talking to robots and AI generated people and you know, they got AI, even on YouTube, they have AI YouTube channels that you know that's all AI generated people. You know that's not a real person. Well, listen, I watch a couple of videos, I start watching them out, and they talk about, and you can hear it in their voice that they not talk. That's not a human. That's all AI. That's AI voices that's on YouTube. And you see this now all over the place. They got full YouTube channels of nothing but AI generated voices making videos. And we are at that point right now. So I just want to give you guys my thoughts about that, man. Listen, I would love to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Are you ready for 2024? Are you ready for the uptick of AI? Do you see what's going on in the world right now with AI, robots, and I guess they're trying to make things easier for the individual, but are they making it easy for us? Or are they making us dumb? Because remember, you know, we used to read manuals and read books to get things done. You had to go, you know, all kinds of different places like libraries and stuff like that as a student, a college student, to read books, to do research papers. Those days is over. People go online. Listen, I do understand people, you know, can still do research online. They still have to read. If you're in college, you have to do those type of things. But they make it so easy. Listen, man, you could plug in the number. If you in math, right? You could plug in the number to Google and it go spit out the answer for you. I mean, think about how convenient and easy it is for students. It's no way that any student right now can't get the research, can't get everything that they need online, because it's available from, you know, research, math. I mean, everything is online. I mean, they have AI technology that's this crazy scary that could do a lot of things that humans used to do. I don't know, man, but I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. This is Eric the Tech Preacher, man. Another episode of the Tech Preacher podcast, baby. Those are the questions that I have. Listen, man, I am in technology, man. I see this stuff every day. I work with this stuff every day. And it's to see this new AI craze that's going on and going into 2024, the main focus, all you hearing is AI generated, AI this, AI that. They're going to use AI to enhance your photos, AI to enhance your voice, AI to generate your voice, AI to make groceries for you, AI to bring your food to you. It's all kinds of things right now that humans used to do, but now they're being erased. And now AI is doing it. Man, let me know y'all guys' thoughts down in the comments below, man. I mean, I would love to hear from people. Am I wrong for thinking that AI is a scary concept right now? Listen, back then, about 3 years ago, when AI first came about, we were like, yeah, we need that. We need those enhancements. But now going into 2024, they pushing the needle too far. That's borderline scary. I mean, duplicate people's voices, doing, I mean, people can get articles written from ChatGPT. I mean, how did we get to this point? Let me know down in the comments. This is another episode of Uncut, baby. See y'all guys next week. Same bad place, same bad time. Later.